There's no wick again. No way to light this thing.
Can you talk to me about your candle?
Oh, yes. I really wanted to bring this to the people. So I have a listener who has a family member that was working at Netflix for many, many years and just left. And I was gifted this gorgeous, as ever, candle. There's no wick. Is that normal?
Are you serious?
Is that the thing?
There's
no wick.
I've had 2 people tell me that there was no wick when they ordered a candle.
No, you guys, there's no wick. Wait, producer Kylie, there's no wick, right? Am I crazy? Where's the thing that I light? This has to be a joke. No, I'm not even kidding.
You had one job. Put the wick in the candle. We're not selling candles at Walmart. This is a luxury lifestyle brand.
But miss, you not give us break. Purchased a candle from a person he dislikes and received a candle without a wick in it.
And reviews coming in as apparently she's selling a candle without a wick.
If there is no wick, it won't lit. This is another OJ moment for Meghan Markle, and it really sums up how average she is. It sums up perfectly her entire life.
It's a candle, right? What do you do with a candle? You're supposed to light it. How? How can I light a candle that lacks a wick? There is no wick in this candle.
Meghan, you are not an established brand. You are not a trusted brand. And you're charging the same price, $64 for a effing candle.
He was sent, and I believe he's reporting, he was sent a candle, $64, just a reminder, not including shipping, tax, and all that stuff. And it did not come with a wick. Again, you had one job, Meghan, one job. Did not come with a wick.
There's nothing to light on the candle. This is like Meghan Markle's career. Failure to launch. Oh my God. These products, and by the way, this candle, $64 from the Was Never website, $77.94 because we ordered it from eBay, is a dud. It's a cheap mess that you cannot light.
As ever, my very personal opinion is very much a ripoff. You're paying an extra $6 for a pointless box. And when it comes to her candles, they're $64 a pop.
If the candle you're burning starts to feel like a hug, it smells to me more like desperation with a whiff of hypocrisy.
Meghan will never learn or never change because she has this line of defense. She will not, instead of addressing it saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened, we'll make it right, sorry, it's attack.
Imagine purchasing a high-end candle for $64. You are prepared to light it up and fill your house with the aroma of sandalwood and California poppies as you open the lovely box and remove this exquisite vessel. There's only one little issue. The wick is absent. No, I'm serious. No, this isn't a single production mistake. Again and again, this keeps happening. When consumers across open their pricey candles, they find they are physically unable to use them, and there is no response when they contact customer support to request a refund. Welcome to Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand's most recent catastrophe. And people, there may be legal repercussions for this one. The further you delve into this story, the more bizarre it becomes. So let's examine just what's going on here. When some customers started complaining online about getting candles without wicks, it all began. People initially believed it might be a hoax. Perhaps these were isolated occurrences. Perhaps someone was overstating things to get clicks. Then, however, additional reports began to come in, and then some more, and then some more. We're not discussing a single faulty candle that slipped quality control. We are discussing a pattern, a notable, indisputable pattern of faulty goods being sent to paying customers. This is when things start to get interesting. There is literally text printed on the bottom of these candles that reads, "Always trim wick to 1/4 inch." Thus, it is obvious that wicks are intended for these candles. This is not a novel design for a wickless candle that is intended to be used with a warmer. No, these are meant to be conventional candles that are lit using a lighter or match. However, as there is nothing to ignite, you are unable to. Some of these candles came with a perfect hole where the wick should be, but instead of that, there was a cylindrical gap that went down into the wax where the actual functioning component of the candle was supposed to be. Others came in the form of solid, holeless blocks of wax.
There's nothing to light. I literally want a refund. Meghan Markle, send me a frickin' refund. There was no goddamn wick. We're not making this up. You can't remove a wick. So it's a piece of tat. No wonder she has hundreds
and thousands of these things on the shelf.
As ever, in my very personal opinion, is very much a ripoff.
The instructions, they say, always trim wick to 1/4 inch before lighting. How? Guys, I can't light a nothing.
We're gonna make a candle for Link with a wick so big it'll be impossible to miss. Dear Link, enclosed is a candle made especially for you. May the scent of my home fill your home with warmth and cheer. P.S. Wick included.
If I'm paying $64 for a candle, there better be a wick. Okay, there better be something that I can actually light.
The Sussex squad are not gonna spend $64 on a freaking candle.
No.
We might have. If Catherine, the Princess of Wales, put out a candle tomorrow, I'd be the first one to go out and buy it.
Rather than spend some money to try to fix the problem or fix your faulty website or fix your what appears to me to be a faulty product, again, in my opinion, it seems to be that she's spending money having people advertise for her. That's what it appears to me.
Additionally, keep in mind that these are not $5 candles from your neighborhood pharmacy's discount section. These are marketed as high-end luxury goods that you should feel privileged to possess. Let's take a moment to discuss that price tag because, in my opinion, it truly puts everything in perspective. A candle costs $64. Look, I know there are high-end candles. Although there is a market for upscale home fragrance goods, there are expectations associated with a price point of $64 for a single candle. You anticipate high-quality materials, you anticipate meticulous workmanship, you anticipate meticulousness. Receiving a product that isn't even a candle is something you simply do not expect. You could go to Bath & Body Works and get many functional 3-wick candles for $64. You could purchase a number of lovely fragrant candles with real wicks at Home Goods or TJ Maxx. You could still have money left over after purchasing a Yankee candle that would fill your entire home with aroma. Rather, the Meghan Markle brand was trusted. They had faith in the advertisements. They believed they were getting a unique, superior product that was well worth the higher price. What did they receive? An extremely costly paperweight. Here's another thing that makes this even more absurd. The scent is supposed to be California poppy, among other notes. However, it appears that no one has ever bothered to look into this interesting fact. The natural aroma of California poppies is nearly non-existent. This has been noted by those who genuinely reside in California, which is surrounded by beautiful blooms. In real life, the flower that is purported to be this candle's trademark perfume hardly smells like anything. Therefore, you would be burning $64 worth of wax that has been infused with the essence of a flower that doesn't actually have an essence. Even if your candle did have a wick, this is where things go from being annoying to perhaps being against the law. Naturally, customers contacted customer support when they realized their candles were faulty. They used the website to submit their demands. They attempted to obtain refunds or replacements. They did everything a reasonable consumer would do when they receive a faulty product.
I actually tried to get a refund, but when you go to Meghan Markle's website for her brand As Ever, it says they don't do refunds for the type of products that they sell. So I really got Markled, you guys, and we took a screenshot, okay? If you go to the website to even click and report a damaged product, the link is broken. Okay, the link is broken. I can't even report this as a damaged product. So
she wanted to be paid to go on a royal tour of Australia. I mean, this absolutely sums up what type of woman she is. There is no pride in this tat. No pride. She has no pride.
I ordered the candle. The candle came without a wick. This is not even a stunt. I literally opened it on camera. Her candle that was $64 was not lightable, okay? It was a metaphor for her career. Nothing was igniting, nothing was lighting, there was nothing on the inside. So Meghan Markle, it's actually quite pathetic to see someone fall from grace so hard.
She'll never learn because she'll never change because she'll never hear it. It's just victim, victim, I'm a victim.
And what took place? Nothing. Customer support at As Ever is reportedly almost non-responsive. When people file complaints, they receive automatic, generic responses if they receive any at all. Refund requests are being turned down or rejected outright. According to reports, the website has a rigorous no refund policy. So if you spend $64 on a candle and it doesn't come with the one part that makes it work as a candle, you're in for a rough time. That is your issue. This is really crazy right now. When you consider it, any reputable company would promptly provide refunds, ship replacements, and offer heartfelt apologies when confronted with unmistakable proof of a manufacturing flaw impacting numerous clients. That's basic customer service. That's how you uphold credibility and develop your brand. Rather, these consumers customers are left with nothing to do but useless wax cylinders. One customer recorded the entire process of attempting to contact customer service. They chose to report that their item arrived broken and attempted to provide an explanation through the website's proper channels. After the response and a form requesting an order number, there was pretty much nothing useful. Customer service is a must when selling premium goods at luxury costs. It's necessary. Furthermore, this brand will suffer as a result of its total disregard for valid objections. The following detail provides all the information you require regarding the position of as-ever items in the market. Recently, a report about a Netflix employee quitting the firm surfaced. They were given what was characterized as practically a garbage bag full of goodies when they left. Products that Netflix seems to have just wanted to get rid of, such as random promotional products and leftover goods. And you know what was inside that garbage bag? Products as usual, including a candle. Take a moment to consider that. Meghan Markle's products were being physically given away by Netflix, her purported major streaming partner, as rubbish from departing employees rather than as valuable presents or merchandise. The worst part is still to come. That swag bag's candle is likewise wickless.
You guys, this is not a joke. I'm testing Meghan Markle's new candle on my show. There's literally no wick. I just got Markle. There's literally nothing to light, okay? There's nothing to light on here. I feel like Meghan Markle saw my name and maybe took it out. Quality control really needed to check the quality because it's out of control.
This is more proof that Meghan Markle really is dumb. She's not really interested. There is no attention to detail anywhere in her universe.
These products, and by the way, this candle, $64 from the Was Never website, $77.94 because we ordered it from eBay. It's a dud. It's a cheap mess that you cannot light.
As ever, in my very personal opinion, is very much a ripoff. You're paying an extra $6 for a pointless box. And when it comes to her candles, they're $64 a pop.
And that's an expensive candle. It was like $60-something. Even I was like, I'm not spending that.
This comes after With Love, Meghan was formally canceled by Netflix due to utterly appalling ratings. Netflix's charts, the series was ranked higher than 1,000. Downtown runs from 12 years ago did better than it. Children's cartoons that were not promoted outperformed it. It's obvious that Netflix no longer wants to work with this brand. Additionally, it seems that they are practically discarding the things because they are so keen to disassociate themselves. What truly bothers me about the entire circumstance. Meghan Markle has said time and time again that she is extremely detail-oriented. She has stated that she is actively involved in all facets of her brand. She has established herself as an active businesswoman who personally checks the quality of everything that bears her brand. Her exact words were that she has a freaky eye for detail. Then, without wick, how are several candles shipped? How is this occurring regularly across several orders to various clients, not just once or twice? Either she doesn't really participate in quality control, which would refute all of her claims to be involved. Her claims of attention to detail would be absurd if she were not participating and somehow failed to notice that her candles lack wicks. This product isn't very complex. It's a candle. Candles have been around for a very long time. At this stage, the technology is fairly well established. You need wax, you need fragrance, you need a vessel, and you need a wick.
You had one job. Put the wick in the candle. We're not selling candles at Walmart. This is a luxury lifestyle brand.
But miss, you no give us break.
If the candle you're burning starts to feel like a hug, it smells to me more like desperation with a whiff of hypocrisy.
What comes next? What are the real repercussions when a business charges high rates for faulty goods? Well, there are a number of possible legal paths here. The Federal Trade Commission comes first. Complaints concerning dishonest business practices are handled by the FTC. Selling a product that is advertised as a candle but doesn't work as one might undoubtedly come under their purview. An investigation may be initiated if a sufficient number of complaints are submitted. A class action lawsuit is the second choice. A group of customers may file a collective lawsuit if they are all damaged by the same company's defective goods. Class action lawsuits are specifically intended for situations like this one. The Better Business Bureau comes in third. A deluge of complaints can ruin a company's rating and leave a permanent public record of its shortcomings, even if the BBB lacks the authority to enforce the law. Fourth, there are rules protecting consumers at the state level. Regarding the sale of defective goods and the denial of refunds. Certain states have particular laws. There may be infractions of several state laws, depending on the location of the business and the residences of its clients. Fifth, chargebacks are a problem. The merchant loses those fees when consumers dispute charges with their credit card issuers due to defective merchandise they received. Payment processors have the authority to completely ban a merchant if a sufficient number of chargebacks accumulate, so ending their online sales. Eventually, the failures become a pattern rather than just bad luck. Customers eventually cease offering second chances. The legal repercussions eventually catch up. A candle without a wick costs $64 and there is no refund. Customer service is not responding. It's not a high-end brand. That is a warning story. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. Do you believe that there will be real legal repercussions? Most importantly, given what we've seen, would you ever purchase anything from this brand? Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. See you in the next one.